Harvard professor Avi Loeb said he was not surprised by NASA's announcement of 3I Atlas, despite many expecting it to be a window to other solar systems moment. Loeb said that, when asked what he was expecting just an hour before the press conference, he predicted that there would be no major breakthroughs. According to him, NASA would most likely just repeat the familiar statement that 3I Atlas is a natural comet and that data processing was delayed due to the government shutdown. Loeb even said that the new images were just hazy halos similar to those from Hubble, and in fact, they were. Despite his faint hope for a surprise, Loeb said that while NASA has released more new data, it has not provided any significant clues to the nature of the object. He said that much of it is a rehash of what has already been seen from Hubble, the Ferric instrument on James Webb, and Swift. Even additional data from Lucy, Maven, SOHO, and ground-based observatories have yielded only fuzzy, lackluster images. Loeb noted that researchers would certainly like to see more of the images, even if they don't promise anything new. He specifically pointed to the Maven results, which detected hydrogen in the spectrometer, an indicator of the rate at which water is being released. Since hydrogen comes from the breakdown of water molecules, the results matched earlier detections of hydroxyl radicals from the Meerkat radio telescope, which were confirmed in a report published earlier in November. These pieces of the puzzle, Loeb said, could help calculate 3I Atlas's water production. However, he emphasized that the James Webb data overwhelmingly showed carbon dioxide over water. From all of that, Loeb concludes that the most important questions regarding 3I Atlas, whether it is unusual, potentially man-made, or contains something beyond the traditional comet model, remain completely unanswered. He does not rule out the possibility that there are things NASA hasn't said yet or hasn't seen yet, making 3I Atlas a subject of mystery, attracting speculation and curiosity among scientists and the space-loving community. Professor Loeb said that the data that has emerged in the last week or two, since 3I Atlas moved away from the Sun and became more visible from Earth, is really the most interesting part of the story. He said the recent images revealed streams of material ejected in many different directions, forming unusual jets that have intrigued scientists. What is remarkable is that until now, no large telescope has directly recorded these jets. All the images that have been circulated have come from amateur astronomers. It is the disparity between the importance of the detail and the humble origin of the data that makes these images so fascinating. Just enough to recognize the anomalies, but not clear enough to explain them, opening up a gap for many unanswered questions. Loeb also mentioned the hotly debated question of whether 3I Atlas exhibits anti-gravitational acceleration, a form of acceleration that cannot be explained by gravity or the normal evaporation of comets. He said the calculations are still being done and the results are not yet conclusive, but this is key to understanding what happened to 3I Atlas as it approached the Sun. If there are any signs of unusual acceleration, it could lead to controversial hypotheses and even open up the possibility that the object does not quite fit the traditional comet model. Loeb said the critical moment will come on December 19th, when 3I Atlas will be at its closest approach to Earth. At that time, hundreds of ground-based telescopes, along with Hubble and James Webb, will have the opportunity to record data at the highest resolution. He said, "This is the key stage, not the press conference, to determine whether 3I Atlas is a natural comet or has remarkably unusual features." Finally, Loeb emphasized that from a scientific standpoint, NASA's recent press conference did not provide much new information. "That remarkable silence," he said, has inadvertently made 3I Atlas an even more mysterious subject, especially since the most interesting details seem to lie outside what NASA has officially announced. Loeb added that amateur astronomers have played an unexpectedly important role in this unfolding story. Their observations, though made with relatively small telescopes, have captured subtle features that professional observatories initially missed. This includes the strange jets and material streams, which appear to defy simple explanations and suggest complex dynamics in the comet's activity. He also highlighted that 3I Atlas's composition remains a puzzle. While water ice and carbon dioxide dominate, the exact ratio, the distribution of dust, and the behavior of the ejected material do not entirely match the standard comet models. This has fueled speculation about whether the object could be interstellar in origin and whether it might carry organic or prebiotic material, though no direct evidence has confirmed this. Loeb cautioned against jumping to sensational conclusions. It is tempting to speculate about artificial origins or exotic physics, he said, but the data are still too sparse for definitive claims. What we can say with confidence is that 3I Atlas challenges our expectations and reminds us how little we fully understand about small bodies from beyond our solar system. Looking ahead, he emphasized that the scientific community is eagerly awaiting high-resolution observations during the closest approach on December 19th. Those measurements, combined with spectroscopy and photometry from multiple instruments, could finally reveal whether the unusual jets, anti-gravitational accelerations, and other anomalies are natural phenomena or something far more extraordinary. In the meantime, Loeb said that 3I Atlas continues to inspire both professional astronomers and the public alike, serving as a rare reminder that the universe still holds surprises, and that sometimes the most intriguing discoveries come from the unexpected details captured by dedicated observers everywhere.